It's a nice crispy 40 here in Clinton, Connecticut, but we had to show you this 2023 27 Gamefish with a Coffin box. We don't do a lot of Coffin boxes over here, so I'll show you the storage under there. It's gonna blow your mind. Just a little outside shots here. We got the twin 250s on the back. That is an upgrade. 200s is standard. 250s versus 200s, you're gonna have to play the ego game on that. I mean, the 250s probably top out at around 52, 53, 54 miles an hour, where your 200s are more towards the 49 to 50 range. If you come with me, you'll see this is in a nice ice blue. We did a gray bottom paint on this boat. And then I just needed to show you that even if it was raining, we could still be doing this walkthrough today, because the Carolina flare on these boats is what's selling over here in the north. Long Island Sound is quite choppy. These boats are handling beautifully over here. All right, guys, so when you start at the stern of the boat of this 27, this is the difference between a Gamefish and an Ultra right here in front of your eyes. You got obviously the smaller seat, still able to sit someone here. It's just not as VIP as the Ultra. And then this thing's set up for offshore fishing, so they give you a nice big kill box here. This guy's got his fenders in there, and then they got a nice recirculating and lit live well on the right side. So some more things on the stern here. We got the removable bench seat. This is an option. It's got a couple different functions. You can pull the legs, fold her down, gives you the freedom you want, or you could pull it all together, take it off of the boat for those days when you're doing a little more fishing, a little less entertaining. He's got rod storage, pole storage, brush storage going all the way back into the transom. You could probably fit 2 rods here. And then the rest of his rods he's storing either in his rocket launchers here or up top in his rocket launchers here. Guys, so a couple more things in the back here. Anyone who's getting a Sea Hunt, you should expect one of these bad boys in the mail, a nice thick K2 cooler, Sea Hunt emblem, the whole thing. And then over here, I just wanted to show you the side door here. 2 action. Nice heavy duty materials. Magnet to close it, pulling that heavy tuna, jumping off. It's got a nice side ladder here. Side ladder gets stored in the head, clips over for the beach days. All right, guys, so right here, this is new for 2023. This guy's got a little dirty from his fishing trips, but it's a nice aquarium-style live well, so you could see your live bait swimming around. It's also lit, recirculating the whole 9. We did do a white interior on this boat. That is standard. You can also do tan. So there's 2 water systems on this boat. You got freshwater with a freshwater holding tank, probably close to 17 and 19 gallons on the 27, a little smaller on the smaller boats. And then you have a raw water washdown as well. The freshwater powers 3 things on this boat. You got a 6-foot pull-out hose, fresh water, your toilet or your head, and then your misters, which are in the T-top here for the hotter days. The raw water powers 2 things, 3 things on this boat. 1, the raw water washdown. So you get a raw water washdown, it's a little more pressure for getting the really scummy stuff out of your boat. A little more pressure than the fresh water. Throw a little soap on the boat, throw that salt water on there, and it'll come right out. And then it also powers all your live wells. So you have a recirculating live well pump. Obviously, it's pulling water from the sea, recirculating it through all your wells. So 2 water systems on this boat. So just want to go over a couple storage features on the boat. Obviously, this is the leaning post setup here. 3 major ports right here. So this side, you got plenty of tackle. He's obviously loaded up. And a little shelf right here on the top. And if you come around the other side, in the gunnel, more rack storage right here. Little plier storage, knife storage, really nice. And then here, more drawers, more tackle, more knives, more bottles, the whole 9. All right, guys, so now to the fun part, the dash. Just a couple things on the leaning post. Obviously, they got nice flip-down armrests, flip-down bolsters. Things down here, any height, any weight can drive. So you come on with me to the dash here. You got dual 12-inch Garmins. These are 1243 units, really nice and user-friendly. You got all your hard switches here, horn, nav lights, bilge pumps, etc. Plenty of circuit breakers next to each hard switch. So let's say your cockpit lights weren't working, you go to the circuit breaker here, usually you pop that right in. A couple other upgrades he did on his, he did the joystick. A lot of people talking about this joystick. It's got drift point, stay point, fish point. It makes docking easier, it makes maneuverability easier. You can fully drive this boat with this joystick. Autopilot's also really nice. I've been testing that a lot recently. It has been impressive to say the least. They're taking really the steering out of the boat. You're just controlling throttle and you're getting to where you need to go without having to worry about steering all the time. So up top here, you got your Garmin VHF just in case you got any problems out there or you're going out with a buddy and you're switching to channels. You got your forward spreader, aft spreader courtesies, and your windshield vent, really nice. And then I color matched this T-top with an ice blue. I really like the way they're doing the color match T-top with the boat. It gives it that uniform feel, takes a little white out of it, and makes it actually feel a little bigger. Obviously, this has speakers, misters, lights, the whole nine. Then when you come on down here, the couple of last things on the dash, he's got his nice Bennett trim tabs. No more calculating trim tabs, just tell your boat what you want it to do. His Yamaha CL5 gauge is gonna give him every bit of fuel consumption, Yamaha readings, every bit of Yamaha control on this boat. And then, of course, he's got his stainless steel steering wheel with trim and tilt, however you want to drive. All right, guys, so I'll show you the head here on the 27. Nice and big step down. It's obviously lit when it's at night. This is where your ladder stows. This is where you got storage in the front, too, a little entryway down there. He stores all his sunscreen, his life jackets, his rods in here, and I'll show you. I'm not the smallest guy. I'm definitely not the biggest, but I'm about 5'11", round up to 6 foot some days, 200 pounds. And I'm getting in here with all of his stuff. And I fit fully. Really nice, really spacious. They do a good job with the space on their head on the Seahon boats. So you got dual battery switches in your main breaker here. Most of the time, if you're gonna need to do anything voltage-wise, anything power-wise, it's all gonna be in here. I've seen this a lot with customers where they compliment how easy access these batteries are. One, you got your main door here where you can get to your batteries, tighten any connections, check battery voltage, whatever. And then if this isn't enough access, they also do a nice mesh net down here that you can pull out and access your batteries from underneath. Really nice and easy by these guys. Okay, guys, so all along your gunnel is going to be 3 different kinds of things. It's either going to be a rod storage, a cup storage, or a rod/cup storage. This particular boat has rod/cup, then rod, then cup, then rod. You can alter these to go to more of what you're using this boat for, whether it's adding more cup/rods or adding more rod holders. This is an area that we can cut in and do a lot of customization in the back and tailor it to exactly how you're using your boat. So even, again, up here in the front, another rod/cup holder. The boat is loaded. Again, you can add as much as you want. Then I'm gonna show you this beautiful coffin box right here. We don't do a lot of coffin boxes over here, but after this, you'll see why we should. Big time storage under here. I mean, this is a 2-foot inlet. It's got space in the front. He's got a lot of stuff in here. It also comes with a splitter in case you got 2 different kinds of things in here. And then if you want to relax, you close her up. Under here, which is a sneaky little section, they will do another live well. So the guys who are fishing in the front, they don't got to go to the back to grab their bait. They can do it right here. Or if you're entertaining, this is quite a comfortable seat for 1 to 2 people. So another thing, this boat is fully self-bailing, meaning everything tries to drain onto the deck, out the scuppers in the back and overboard. There's only one drain on the whole boat that goes into the bilge, and that's in the head. It's pretty hard to get water in the head with the T-top, but again, there's scuppers everywhere. So even every cup/rod holder has its own drain onto the deck overboard. If you come up here and check out the windlass, it's 125 feet of chain, extra lockup cleat in here, brake, everything. And they got controls on the front of the boat. This is an ice blue boat. You can only imagine if that anchor's swinging, you want to make sure you have someone up here to make sure it's not hitting that pretty color. Also got controls at the dash for the guy who's maneuvering the boat as well. So right behind me, you can see the Sea Hunt 27 Gamefish. That's a wrap on this walkthrough. I just want you to see this flare. You can only imagine this flare stuffing 3-footers all day. You know, the Long Island Sound is, again, unforgiving, so these boats are really doing well for us over here. All right, guys, my name's Mike. I'm over at Harborside Marina in Clinton, Connecticut. I'm a Sea Hunt boat dealer. If you want to come take a ride out with me and see what these things can do, feel free to come on down and ask for Mike. I'll see you soon.